your roster. So you just start like a normal dynasty, and then you go into the settings and turn on coach mode. And that is it.
There's a force.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
The Knights offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so...
He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets a block.
Yeah, honestly, I think one thing that's up on Cincinnati is definitely
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Bearcat games.
Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man quick.
Fun for real.
Right at the 23-yard line.
I'm gonna go one this year.
Completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass.
The only good thing about having Sada field, tickets are going to be cheap.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason...
Yeah, I had a good year last year.
...place for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him,
The
he's
worst
going to make
throw
the play,
was
just like he did right there for 6 points.
it's a camp here at UC.
Leaves it with the back.
And like
And this one will be
you would start on the main field, and the offensive line was all the way up at the practice. It wasn't even a practice field. It was like a turf field outside their field. That's where the O-line was. And they run up those damn stairs, and they were like old concrete stairs, bro. It couldn't have been safe.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. Good job running down the route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Wow.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. And a big-time grab there, knocked down immediately.
Taking a nice freaking nap right now.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Defense getting the ball back in this offense. I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out first quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
Good day, bro.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. play, they'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work.
I'm excited for that feature when it goes like bunch. We don't hear like talk about how you play the bunch. I'm excited about that one.
Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Line gets set, first down. Here we go. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. rush. They have some time here late in the half. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not
myself force myself to run this league. Sometime I just prepare to make complete.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the time.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Give to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down to the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets it to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Trying to ball his way in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll pop it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the 1st half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Knights decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Rushes on him. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bearcats. Now they have extended this lead, guys. Starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the tight end.
All right, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fellow with a nice catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of options here. Run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. They'll try the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, the momentum momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film.
There he goes. Got enough for the first.
Wow.
He's at the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field.
Crazy.
The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown, and it's just a punch in the gut for any offense. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender.
Again.
That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just continue. This drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the
muscle.
Reed to Powers complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that 6th round again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
Makes the play with talent. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understand, I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Allen. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You gotta love the defense just flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt.
Wow.
That thing was down for a while.
I was so tossing and crazy fun.
And it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this spot.
Staying on that line, man.
He's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And he's coming up the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what?
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. There's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Defense.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the play, it's intercepted.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the eye into it.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. offloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception. They force the turnover. Hopefully, for their sake, maybe getting the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working on the right. Turning it on. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff. Rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team. Bragging rights now.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.
But life is short, enjoy it while you're young. Fill my bank account tonight, tomorrow fine. It all started with a love blast. How long can the night last? I can't stay for the tight ass. Shot less than I might pass. When I'm faded in the sun. I can't believe we only have a night celebrated. I live like Skip One, celebrating safely.
That's all I need. Do it. Oh, God.
talking games. You don't strike enough, we want fans, showing you. Talking like that, talking games. You don't strike enough, we want fans, showing you. Talking like that, talking games. You don't strike enough, we want fans, showing you. Talking like that, talking games. You don't strike enough, we want fans. I admit this is payback in a way. I regret it that I did it. I done won a couple Grammys, but I sold my soul to get it. Wasn't in it for the trophies, just the fucking recognition. What's the difference? Been up, man, I used to risk it all. Now I got too much to lose. I've been up, and my stomach should be full. I just ain't think the plate. I'm gonna say, lucky me, fuck you think. Still I don't have any manners. What's expensive don't actually matter. That's gonna be too much evidence. Mama said I don't have any intentions. That's the way that's how it may hurt me like hell when I'm back on these rappers and actually coming from the beginnings. I'm somewhat uncomfortable winning. I wish I could say what a wonderful feeling. One punch, swing like we're punching the ceiling. Like nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to something is killing me. The inability to be I'm over the jungle, as it is a circus. You guys are coming up, don't give it down to my motherfucking mouth. Cat, sweet cat, drink that, cheese that, sweet cat, take that, the cheap cats, take that, 3 stacks, ASAP, and bring back the ace back. These rappers have brain damage, modeling rapping, face that, drop down like preset, I don't hate track, and I don't wanna see mad, but in fact, I'm looking at the same cat, take that, feedback, it ain't cat, I need cat. It's inevitable, they don't want depressing, what's inevitable, but you can stand, and if I'm paying attention, you can get bigger, but you can take it, it's the cat. Everything with a seed of vision and even the minutes to sleep it to prison is making a thing about you. The moment job been waiting for, like California was raining for, and that drought job been praying for my downfall. From the 8 Mile to the South Ball, still the same march to that outlaw that they say is alright. I might have fell off and back on that bull like the cowboy. So y'all gotta move, yeah, y'all gotta move, yeah, y'all gotta move. Give me some room, give me some room, give me the juice. I'm about to do, I'm about to do, try to shoot, and I'm take it all back, just move away. Yes, the taste of the poison on your lips. 'Cause I'm going crazy for you, for you. How did I find myself to back in lane? Keys in your hands and you sitting in my face. You were just playing you believe the stories that you believe. So it was supposed to be the place to live it used to be. You don't let it go. You won't let me get every time I try to turn it into something else. I can't let it go. I can't help myself. Take it all back just for one. Yes, the taste of the poison on your lips. 'Cause I'm going crazy for you. What do we fight till we fight? One kiss makes it. Tear each other down and then crawling up things that if it's sweet or it's so sweet. But I'm hoping it's something Take it all back just for one kiss. It's extra poison on your lips. 'Cause I'm going crazy for you, for you. Just for one kiss. It's extra poison on your lips. 'Cause I'm going crazy for you, for you. Crazy for you.
It's been a ride. Yes, I had that place. So like still be in that place. You're trying to get out. It's follow me. You can try and read my lyrics off, but it's cheap. You won't take the sting out these words before I say them. Just ain't no way I'm gonna let you stop me from closing man. When I say I'm gonna do something, I do. Don't give a damn what you think. It's for me. VIP. Can't stop. You think you're stopping me? I'm gonna be what I said to be. Without the time, I'll be in all this one.
We'll take it. Oh.